Today we're exploring Chilean wine. Our first region to discover will be the Aconcagua Valley. But before we hit the road, let's get some basic information about Chile as a wine country. Chile is over 2,700 miles long and is never more than 200 miles wide. Hence, every major wine region in the country lies relatively close to the sea. From ancient times, this country was shaped by nature. Chilean terroirs are the result of this antique interaction between the Pacific Ocean and the Andes Mountains. And don't forget the frequent earthquakes that shake this country quite regularly. Chile's unique combination of geography and climate make it ideal for wine growing. A viticulture paradise with hot, sunny days, chilly nights, little rain and cooling breezes. Wine history started here around 470 years ago with the arrival of the Spanish conquistadores. These soldiers brought vine seeds with them from Europe and rapidly introduced these species to the native land. The mission grape variety, known here as País, was widely planted during this time. After Chile gains its independence in 1822 from Spain, a wine agriculture school was established. French and Italian immigrants began improving and expanding the vineyards. In 1860, the phylloxera epidemic almost destroyed half of all the vineyards in Europe. Chile's naturally geographical isolation kept its vines out of danger, making its wines popular abroad. Actually, this was the first time the European palates tasted Chilean wines. The country is still famous today for being the only wine-producing region free of phylloxera in the world. We are starting our journey in the Aconcagua Valley. We are 80 kilometers north from the capital Santiago. This area is the frontier between the northern regions and the Central Valley. It is named after the highest peak in the Andes and also in Western Hemispheres, the mountain Aconcagua with almost 7,000 meters. Pure Andean water, a very stable climate, clear skies and low risk of frost create ideal conditions for wine growing. Cool currents from both the Pacific Ocean and the snow-capped Andes Mountains help to maintain good acidity in the grapes, while the sunny and intensely hot summers ensure full levels of fruit ripeness. The interior of Aconcagua, the area of Panquehue, is Chile's hottest and driest wine region, with Mediterranean climate and only 215 millimeters of rain per year. The soils are clay, sandy and granite. Cabernet Sauvignon and Carmenère grapes dominate the production, and they have been grown here since the mid-19th century. Today we will visit Viña Von Siebenthal. This estate is kind of unique because it's Swiss-owned. Von Siebenthal is one of Chile's best-kept secrets, a boutique winery that creates a range of top-quality red wines, some of the country's finest. The estate is located in Panquehue. With only 25 hectares of vineyards, this is a tiny player by local standards. The vineyards are located on exceptional hillside sites. The sandy, stony soils are planted with Cabernet Sauvignon, while the clay limestone soils suit the Merlot and Cabernet Franc. All the wines show a vibrancy that is unmatched in the region, rich, structure, but opulent wines that brim with spicy, ripe blackberry fruit. With growing conditions that offer over 320 days of sunlight, ideal soils and almost no risk of disease, you can see why locals refer to Panquehue as a winemaking paradise. Small quantities of seductive wines are made under the leadership of the property's owner, Mauro Von Siebenthal. It's his dedication and absolute passion for quality winemaking that has propelled Von Siebenthal towards the ranks of Chile's best niche producers. I can't wait to have a chat with this charismatic man.
Oh, hello Raul. How are you?
How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you, my
Good
friend.
to see you. Welcome in Paquehue. How are you?
Very, very good. I'm very impressed about this beautiful weather.
Well, that is normal. This is normal here in Paquehue. We have about 300 days, sunny days in a year, so it's absolutely normal for us.
But you're blessed with this weather.
Yes,
For you it's normal, but
yes. We have a very special.
but where we come from in London, this is not normal.
It's not yet, but you know it's a different place. Yeah. Okay, but before have a look into the vineyard.
Yeah.
We'll go inside.
I will go inside, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, to the winery.
We follow you.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Mauro, thanks for having us in your house.
My pleasure.
Is it true? Someone told me that you were having a dream that you were planning for 20 years to have your own wine estate. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, I was planning for more maybe than 10, 20 years, because I started very young collecting wines. I was 17 years old. I was passionate from wine from the different parts of the world. And at that time I was living in the south part of Switzerland, near Italy, so 2 hours from Barolo, 2 hours from Veneto, 3 hours from Tuscany, so it was a good place to start collecting wine. And in the middle of the 90s I started drinking some Chilean wine, and I was looking for very fine Chilean wine, and I found 2 very interesting Cabernet Sauvignon. Chile, it was something interesting at that moment, and
you were a very successful lawyer in Switzerland. Okay, why did you decide to make your dream here in Chile?
well, Chile has a condition, enological condition, which are absolutely fantastic.
Is Paquehue, or would you think that Paquehue is a world-class terroir like Bordeaux, for example, is comparable?
Absolutely, it's more than that, because Paquehue, it's first of all is a result of a volcanic soil, you know. But it's a combination from volcanic soil and the work of the river, the Aconcagua River. So you have in a small area like Paquehue, you have a very different kind of soil, and you have weather condition which you can say it's absolutely first-class world terroir. You know, fresh, very cold night, dry.
Lots of sunshine, as you told me.
Luminosity, you know, it's not so hot. In summer we have 28, 27 degrees Celsius. So the conditions are really incredible, and the geology also, it's helping a lot.
And our last question, and I really want to see I really want to know your opinion. How would you define success in the wine world?
It's a very complicated. For us, it was very hard. We worked for more than 15 years. You know, we planted a vineyard, and we started producing our wine, and it's a very long way. Generally, when I make a wine, I'm thinking at the pleasure you can get from this wine, and this wine can give to the consumer.
So Mauro, it's tasting time.
Yes, it is.
So what are we gonna have here?
Okay, we're gonna have the Tatay of Cristobal, which is a Carmenere, a very special Carmenere from here Paquehue, of course, and with a little touch of Petit Verdot.
Okay, but mainly Carmenere.
Is a Carmenere, 90% is Carmenere. Very interesting soil, very deep wine. It's the vintage 2010. Yeah. And we hope we can drink this vintage for the next 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, that is the idea. It's a very large cork. It's a very large cork.
Yes, so I should continue.
Yeah, you have to continue because we use.
Yeah, I felt it when I was opening the bottle, actually.
Yeah. It's a very large cork, and.
Actually, when I started my career as a sommelier, I broke a lot of them.
Yeah.
But then when I got better, when I was opening top class wine, actually, this was an indication for me
Yeah.
Long corks means top class wine. And what do we have here?
Oh, that is my Parcella number 7, which is a Bordeaux style blend.
Okay.
And Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, and Merlot. And at the beginning, the idea was to make only one wine, maybe 2 wines.
Oh, really?
Yes, but you know, every year we had surprise with the terroir, and you know, the terroir saying, "Oh, look at me, look at what I'm giving you."
So in a way, the land was talking to you. The terroir was telling you.
Absolutely. The Parcella, which is an easy drinking wine. Yeah, thank you. The Parcella is a little bit, you know, it's a ruby violet color.
Yeah.
It's ruby.
Very nice.
You see
wow.
that is
Yeah.
that is the sign of the new world. The richness of the smell, you know.
It's very exuberant.
Yeah, exuberant. The intensity is exploding. No?
Wow. It's very Bordeaux style, I have to say.
Yes, it's Bordeaux.
But with something, a twist, a sort of difference, maybe some of the fruits and this sort of thing, but good acidity now.
Yes.
So this is the Tatay.
Tatay de Cristobal.
And which is the main grape here, if you can remind us?
Carmenere.
Carmenere.
Harvest at the end of May.
Okay.
And with a touch of Petit Verdot. 24 months in aging in French oak. Oh, he needs a little bit oxygen.
Oxygen.
Yes, he needs a little bit of oxygen.
So I can see it's a little bit deeper now, the color.
Yeah, the color is
more concentrated.
Yes, huh? it's deeper. It's more concentrated, of course.
So we're expecting a richer body here, a bigger body than the Parcella.
Yes, that is a. That's coming little by little.
Yeah. And now you get some fruits and maybe some little bit of eucalyptus, mint, kind of.
Yes, that is the characteristic of our wines. There's some local herbs.
Yeah.
It's a very delicate wine, but it's like every great wine. Delicate, but long.
Yeah.
With a very long. It's a 1 minute finish. You know.
Yeah. Still here.
Still here.
I can feel the wine until here. Honestly, here.
Yeah.
And I love the sort of combination with black fruits, and here is a little bit spicy. I like that. A little bit of different from probably the first one. And here we are with Mauro now inside in the winery, having an amazing wine already that we got from the tank. What are we drinking? Tell us a little bit about the tanks.
Yeah. Yes. You know, we are small tanks here for the fermentation here in the winery. We have very long fermentation, and this wine we took the wines from the barrels, and we will bottle next week. Okay. So actually, he is in the tank for this reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's refreshing, but it's very intense, as you can say.
Yeah.
I can feel lots of the fruits, the blacks, the reds, a little bit of the leather, the oak, but without being too powerful, huh?
No,
it's really good, huh?
You know, the wine must be drinkable. That is the.
Yeah. So Mauro, here, barrels. Tell us your philosophy with the barrels.
Well, you know, it's a very large discussion about barrels, but we have about 800 barrels. This means that 100% of the wines we can fermentate in the steel tanks.
Yeah.
They have a place here in the barrel. Whatever first, second, third use. But what is important is the use of the barrel. First of all, we try to have a barrel very delicate. They don't affect the aroma. They respect the wines, the juice, you know. And second, it's the time. The time is very important. The longer you put the wines in a barrel, the longer it can last in the bottles. So it's due to the micro-oxygenation. So the barrel is very important, not only for the taste, which
It's important, yeah?
yes, but for the micro-oxygenation and to build the wine.
So the structure.
The structure of the wine.
Structure will be one side and then flavor to the other side.
Yes,
Very important.
yes. But we try to have barrels very delicate, which the flavor is not the most important thing.
The most important.
Yes, the most important thing is to build the wine in a barrel for 24, 26 months, so we can have wine they can afford a very long time in a bottle.
It's a long aging.
It's a long aging in barrel. You know, it's not usual in South America.
Really?
It's not usual in South America.
So you're quite unique during this long aging.
Yes. Using time as a factor of quality. You know.
So you see, this is Cabernet Sauvignon. It's small. It's very small, and also the
berries.
The berries have to be small, because what is important is not the water, no? The water inside, but it's the skin and the seeds. But that is the soul of the grapes. You know?
So they're quite small, and that means that maybe they're concentrated. No?
Concentrated.
So you get lots of flavor. And not so much probably alcohol
and water. You know, because. You know, bigger means more water inside. Yeah. More sugar. You know, that is the.
They look really nice.
Yeah. Look at that.
Now it's time to do some wine tasting with some delicious food. Mauro prepared an incredible cheese board. He told me that he's a cheese addict, so it was quite easy to understand his fascination with the wine and cheese matching. We taste superb cheeses from the south of Chile. The different textures and flavors were delicious. Some of them were soft and creamy. Some others were delicate and even spicy. The wines were matching perfectly. After a wine and cheese pairing, Mauro had another surprise for me, an amazing barbecue with his entire team. This is a serious business for Chileans. First, some appetizers, chorizo with bread, and the famous empanadas, a pastry filled with beef plus several wines. Chileans take their time to cook the meat to perfection. The result is frankly sublime. The Von Siebenthal wines were extremely well with the tender and juicy meat. What a treat for my first leg of my journey. And finally, Mauro, thanks so much here.
Yeah,
we are with all your workers, all your family and friends, having a proper Chilean lunch.
Yes. That is our lunch for the end of the year. So we worked hard for the year. So we are very happy to share a moment with all my friends here and all my people working with us.
And thank you so much for inviting us.
Yes, it was a pleasure having you as special guest here in Aconcagua.
Thank you. Salud.
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 Yes.
I'm really impressed of what I saw in Aconcagua. It's almost impossible not to fall in love with this landscape, the wines, the food, and the Chilean hospitality.